Yes. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We are working on mostly comic pages today because I really need to get these pages done. This is the pages for next week and the week after. I've got like the basics down. I'm working on it. It's getting there. I just really need to zero in on it, you know? Oh, I should have my timer on. Happy to see that Blue Skies finally fixed their Go Live feature. It hasn't been working for so long. Let's see. Oh, I could pull up the script on my... Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. I forget that I'm allowed to, like, use my computer at the same time, because you can't actually see my web pages open. This could be so much easier. Just gotta scroll all the way to the end. Ugh, gosh. Okay. So most of this page I think is actually done. I just want to maybe check the expressions a little bit. At least for the sketch part of it. Because I really want to match what they're actually saying. That sounds better. That looks better. I'm just doing the sketching. I gotta remind myself every now and again that I don't have to go really hard on the sketch layer. My eyes are a little sore today. Working from home today. I can work with this. I think we actually got the basics of it done. I think I need to change like the size of her eyes though. That's better. She doesn't look as bug-eyed anymore. Oh, what? Jesus. I just got that, like, sharp pain? Oh, fuck, man. What was that? I pulled a muscle in my chest, I guess. Oh, that back pop felt good, though. Okay. Focus in. You know, another thing that I should work on? Well... I want to create another streaming avatar. But I have to back out for that. We're going to go to... we're looking for 2048 by 2048. I'm not seeing it anywhere. Oh, there it is. Boom. This is a template for a new, like, drawing thing. You get it. Where am I at? Down here. There's a bunch of stuff I gotta work on. What can I say? Page 193. I can't really say that. So, like, originally in this page specifically, I had it where they're introducing each other, like introducing themselves in this. But come to think of it, I mean, Evelyn is the only person that really technically needs to introduce herself, because she got the briefing. She already knew that Brian heard she was dead, so technically she should know her name. So I'm gonna have to change the script just slightly. I won't have to change the page much. I think what we'll do... The nose angle is all wrong, I'm noticing. That's a very small mouth. Okay, hold on. Okay, so, originally I think in the script I had it where... Better. Just kind of generally dry body shapes. I think your neck needs to be longer. Just by a hair, though. Actually, does head need to be smaller, or... No, I just need to tighten it up a little bit. So, like, originally in the script, I had this thing where, Evelyn was, like, giving out a contact card. So, so Briar would know how to contact her. But so, okay, so sorry, I know I'm just kind of sitting here. I'm thinking. Okay, so I'll tell you what the process was. Originally in this page, I was going to have her hand her a contact card to be like, you know, this is how you can contact me. But, this is her, like, official... This is her official evaluation. Which would mean she doesn't... Like, I imagined it, I think, originally, like, giving her a contact card that was like, you know, this is how you find me with the SPH, yada yada, etc. But she isn't officially a member yet, so she wouldn't have, like, a contact card or anything like that. Just realizing I'm needing to... And you move her face down just a tad. Anyway, so she wouldn't have an official contact card for the SPH directly. So, like, I have it kind of now where she's just kind of, like, saying, here's the deal, do you accept the offer, kind of a thing. The offer being, you know, don't kill people in the meantime, kind of a thing. But if... I think I do need to change this slightly. I think what we can do here... I think we change this first panel entirely. And we're going to change the second panel slightly. Alright. Let me describe the vision then. Because I'm not liking these kind of like simple panels anyways. Instead of seeing them from that point of view, what we should be seeing is... Like, imagine like a crumbled up piece of paper. And... Okay, so here's the correction that I think might do it. Is we have in this first panel, like Evelyn writing out her contact information. And then, so we're seeing from Evelyn's point of view in this. And in this one, instead of just like standing there, what she's actually doing is she's handing her the contact information. Then they're saying goodbye. Then she's waving from afar. Or rather, I'm probably going to edit that somewhat. You can see that I copy and pasted from a previous page, because we are aiming for that same thing. Hey, you know, we could take this part. Copy and paste. Flip horizontal, please. There. Now we know that we're looking in which direction, you know? Evelyn gives it out her contact information. She doesn't have glasses on, but she looks very Evelyn-like. I'm trying to think of a pose for this first panel. So I just go draw her gigantic ass glasses, or at least a placeholder. Let's see. I gotta imagine it. Oh, hold on. I know what to look for. I gotta go to... Hold on. Okay, I'm looking up references right now for what I kind of want. All right. I think I know what I want. Okay. We need, okay, I want her to be writing her contact information out on the first panel, but the problem is nobody writes just like... So, okay, a couple of options here. She could already have the piece of paper on her with her contact information written down. She wouldn't have had time to write it, though. So I'm thinking she just has a couple things of paper, writes it down on something. She doesn't have her backpack with her, which we clearly established in previous episodes. She's not really carrying anything. What could she be writing on? I really don't know. Hmm. She could write on her hand, I guess. Hold on. Okay. Okay. What if she's writing on her arm instead? We could give her a pen. Okay. Okay. All right. I think I can do this. All right. 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 Right. It's not insane to think that she would have a pin on her. It is a little bit insane. It is a little bit insane to think that she would have a piece of paper on her, though, without mentioning it at all. And I don't think she actually has any pockets, really. But it's conceivable that she might have had a pen somewhere. Sorry, I'm looking up pen. Not penny. God damn it. Okay, so ballpoint pens weren't invented. When was the ballpoint pen invented? 1944, it looks like. Nope, 1938. Okay. It's no ballpoint pens, but you can have, like, a fountain pen. Like, there were ads for those in, like, the 1920s. So I can draw her having, like, a fountain pen on her. Okay. I'm liking this thought process. Okay, so the explains. Let's go back to our script. We'll pop up a little bit with our revision. Okay. Explaining that SPH offers amnesty for benevolent supernatural entities. Is that it's entirely possible for a vampire to live without human blood, as long as you don't hurt anyone. As long as you don't hurt anyone, I won't have to hunt you down. Deal? Deal. Great. And then we move on to the next page, where that's not the next page. I clicked the same page and again by accident. It's hard when it moves all the way to the top like that. Okay. On to the next page. She is writing on her arm her contact information. What do you mean line created? Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at my reference photos. That will be perfect. That's exactly what I want. God bless that there's still some websites out here that don't like do AI shit. The good old human reference, you know? Love to see it. We got an Evelyn. Hold on. There we go. Get a little bit of a chin. And then draw her like forearm. Okay. And her hand. We'll deal with the details there in a minute. A few fingers. And we draw like a hand. We gotta draw it from the point where I want her to be writing. We'll draw from like that point, right? You get the idea. She's writing on her arm. Okay, okay. Hold on. I gotta erase this. We need better. Stronger. More agile. Filled with more butter. Okay. Evelyn writing contact info. She says something to the effect of like, yeah. Name. Okay. I'm gonna actually switch which hand that she's writing on. Anyway, which arm? Anyway. Here's correct. Something like Evelyn Cross. Give her a pen. Like telling her to keep in touch. They both wave from afar. I'm gonna make both of them a lot smaller, I think. Perfect. Okay, I think I can do that. I just need to actually, like, I just need to get everything right now. Okay, let's forget the words right now. I'm just gonna do the pose. Okay, that's our thumb. Okay, a little bit of a pen there. We'll add a little bit of detail later. Okay, now we're gonna Sorry, I'm trying to learn how to... Oh, that's perfect. I already had my hand mannequin right next to me. It was already perfect. It's even the hand, the it's even the hands that I wanted. I just gotta get the... Something like that anyway. I gotta change that. Okay, because she's writing with her right hand and that, but she's got the pen in her left. So I would have to change that slightly. I think what I'm gonna actually do instead is I'm gonna have like that instead. Where like this hand still has it. You see the vision, right? She's putting on like the top on the pen. Oh, that's the wrong hand. Ugh. Hang on, I think I'm doing this wrong. get rid of all that. That's distracting me. Okay. We're gonna have to do more details later, but I gotta move on to something else because I can't draw that anymore. I think her hand needs to be bigger. I'll sort it out in a minute. Draw a tiny Evelyn. The legs aren't proportional. Better. And I'm changing that arm. She's waving goodbye, being all friendly. Meanwhile, Oma's over here being really grumpy. I don't think her body's proportionate either. You get the idea. Ponytail, all that jazz. Slightly happier. Just a little bit of zoomed in, not a lot. Okay. I think we got the basics for that down. I don't think we need more than that. Good. I like it. 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 It's gonna be good. I wasn't very settled on it previously, but it's better. I think what I can do is risk making these guys a little bigger. And also risk making them a little bigger too. And maybe this a little bit bigger too. No, no, no. I think it's fine the way it is. I have to actually draw her hand now. Okay. Instead of this mess, whatever this is. Okay. Her thumb is over there. So if her hand is that way, this would be so much easier if I had a right hand. Out of context, that sounds... No, I guess I do have a right hand. My hand model is only a right hand. It's not a left hand. I should have gotten a left hand, too. I guess I could always buy one. If I remember correctly, the hand model was kind of expensive, though. It does have a lot of layers of articulation. It did come from Japan, so that would make sense. A little drink of water. Okay. So we've got kind of a... this shape. But we're kind of need to foreshorten it a little bit. Let's fiddle around with it, show you what I mean. She's coming at her from this angle, but her hand is slightly at an angle because her knuckles will be closer to us. So it's more of a that angle. You know what I mean? Well, it's not quite that steep. Let's correct that. Slightly over there. So her knuckles would be around there. Keep 2 fingers together. And then we got Evelyn coming in from the right with her left hand. She's got her right hand, and then she's got her left hand. No, that can't be her left hand. That's got to be her right hand too. Why am I logicking this out? I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna keep this photo. I'm glad you can't see how badly I just misspelled. Shaking hands. Okay. I think I am overdoing it. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay. That's the photo I want to use. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Okay. I'm going to take all this. All right. We're going to do this one stage at a time. Hand over there. Her thumb coming in from the top over here. On the side of her hand. Cut that over just a little bit. Her knuckles are coming in over here. And that is where the other side of the hand comes in. And what you see is like the edge of one hand and the other. I'm gonna get the knuckle. I'm just gonna kind of play around with the knuckle a little bit. Why does your car have to be so loud, sir? Alright, we're gonna pretend her wrist starts right there. You can see one of her fingers coming over the side here. Ooh. I don't know if that's better. That doesn't look better to me. So if we start our wrist farther back, that does look a little bit more. Okay, let's... Kind of makes Evelyn's hand look big. So let's take this. Yeah, I think we can work with that. There. Better. I would think it'd be better with that. Yeah, finer details. I'm putting too much into the sketch again. Classic me. And we'll do the same thing over here. We gotta thin out the arms just a little. Putting too much into the sketch again. Almost still not having a good day. But I think we're in the stage now that actually we can switch to line art. Which that might work out perfectly. 1 hour for sketching, 1 hour for line art. Oh, gotta pop my back. I think I gotta get some exercise after this. Whether that be on the treadmill or trying to do some pistol whip on the headset. I think I can delete this. I think we've got what we need. Alright, drop the opacity way down. Wow. Drawing to a comic liner. I'm trying to do there's a mobile game that I'm playing at the same time while I'm trying to rack up points in. I don't really have to pay attention to it. I just have to hit the restart button every few minutes. I say that it's actually kind of like every 20 seconds or so. It only takes my characters like 30 seconds to beat that boss. So if I want to continue to farm it for materials, I just have to hit the retry button. I've got so much energy in that game. The mobile game I'm talking about, it uses, you know, every mobile game has a gimmick for, like, there's always going to be something like diamonds and, you know, currency and stuff like that. This game has, I don't know, what do you call it? Energy? Energy, maybe? I don't know. It's represented by meat. So I don't know what you'd call that. Stamina? Stamina, I think is what they call it, actually. Anyway. Every battle you do takes up stamina. And I, blissfully, right now have a lot of stamina that I can use. Which is great, because I'm farming materials, like I said. Stamina was like a premium in this game. I don't know why I keep talking about this stupid game. Stamina was kind of a premium. But they had an event recently where I was able to farm a bunch of it. So I don't really worry about it right now. It's not like I need it for anything, and I still got like thousands upon thousands, so I'm not running low anytime soon. I also have my backups, so... fair warning. It's supposed to rain later today. This afternoon, rather. So at some point in the stream, you might start hearing rain sound effects. That would be the rain. It's already actually kind of started, but it's so light right now you wouldn't be able to tell. I should open my blinds a little bit. There's not much light left in the day, but there is a little bit. Sunshine's good for the soul, you know? All right. I wish I could draw chest sizes bigger. At least, did I say bigger? Better. Jesus. That wasn't a Freudian slip, by the way. It's the actual opposite that I want. I feel like I draw people's chest sizes too big for what they're supposed to be, actually, for their character model. All because I can't draw chest sizes that well. It's an area I'm still working on, what can I say? Getting there slowly, though. Slowly getting more comfortable with, like, clothing folds and the like. I like it. I like getting slowly better at things. Because that's one benefit to having, like, a weekly webcomic. I am drawing, like, all the time. And it has definitely improved my drawing ability. You know, when you're learning to draw and you're kind of like first starting out, you hear a lot of advice about like, remember to get your practice and your stretches and all this other good stuff, and you're always thinking like, there's no way that's true. Or like, I'm not gonna do any more of it, that's dumb. All these little things that, you know, seasoned artists tell you to do. The real kicker is, eventually you'll learn, and you're like, oh, maybe I should have been doing stretches. Like, I didn't used to do like hand stretches or anything like that, and I guess I still don't do a lot, but I swear when I'm at work sometimes I start feeling like it's like, oh shit, I can feel my hand hurting from writing, and then immediately what pops into my head is like a Tumblr post that I saw like 10 years ago, telling me how to stretch my hand. I just sit and do it for a few seconds, and man, does it help. I don't know if it's just because I'm older or what, but it's harder, man. There we go. Just kind of referring to Oma beside her. There's going to be a lot of details later, but we won't get into it right now. Just have a very unenthused demon over here. She's very depressed looking. Good. That's right. Hold on. I do tend to improvise with her hair a little bit. It's kind of fluffy. She is not very amused. Nor is she super jazzed about being used as an example. Or as a meat shield. Neglecting my game over here in the corner. I didn't bring any snacks today. I feel like I've been eating too many snacks today. Not today. Well, I guess today. I work from home today. So I already feel like I've been... You know how it is. I'm at home where all my snacks are. Some of this is going to be covered up by her arm. Perfect. Got a little bit of a hip action going on here. On drawing many details. I'm gonna have to draw this on a separate layer. Eraser there. It's right there. Perfect. I can merge the two together. Get a very grumpy and cross demon. And the person she works with who's not paying very well attention to that. I have to draw the little special effects. Her injuries later. Or I could just do it now with the light hand. I'll draw more details later. You want to get to watch tonight? Give you a few seconds to guess. Second half, extended edition of Two Towers. Lord of the Rings. think her eyes are looking in the wrong direction. That's better. Trying to get the hair details just right. This is a really weird angle that I chose. That'll be fine. Try not to think about it too much, you know? Ugh. My neck has been super stiff lately. It's rough, man. I gotta move her arm down. Better. Glad I noticed. Yep. I don't care if the handle looks crappy. It'll do. Glasses. Love her grumpy face. I like it when I get to draw her grumpy. It's gonna look weird in the end. As long as it's done, we're gonna be okay. I don't fucking know what's going on there. Oh god. Okay. Let's get her body out of the way then. We're kind of dead on with her arm. Whatever. don't know, man. I need to stop overthinking it. I just need to get through this line art as fast as possible. I got other shit I need to do. Okay. It'll be easier if we just do it like this. Better. Okay. Just carefully, one finger at a time. Fingers kind of have a rounded thing to them. Oh, it's turning out so weird. Okay. No, I think the first one was fine. We can live with that. Hold on. Gotta get my hand mannequin. This time it is the correct finger. Sorry, did I say finger? Hand. It still doesn't say anything. Fine, whatever. Okay. That finger looks too long. How does that look without all that? Not bad. I think I can live with that. Oh, we're getting there. I always love people watching. I know that sounds random, but we're people watching out the window. Keep in mind, there's not much people watching going on. I do like seeing a few people here and there, especially since it's kind of a rainy day. Well, it's not really raining, it's just soggy. Soggy day? Soggy day sounds weird. Mm-hmm. It's alright, just got really focused. There we go. Gotta get her vest. Two flat. Round it out. Good. If you make the lines in between kind of thin, you can kind of get the sense that things are being squeezed together, which is what I want. You may have to redo that with thinner lines later, but hey, we're getting there. Alright, things a bit basic, things a bit simple. That's okay, that's exactly what we need. Just for the hell of it, let's... Gotta get her pendant done. What do you think the color of that pendant is, huh? I've never, like, drawn it outside of, like, the monochrome setting. So I don't actually have it in my head what color it is. I imagine it'd be some kind of dark color since I always do it in black. I think I can correct that line a little bit. Yeah. 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 Okay, now what I want to do is, since this looks weird, I just want to go whoop, just like that. And switch back to our other page. Start doing the line art on that. We'll do that for the last 30 minutes. We'll call it quits. In like, well, I guess almost 20 minutes now. Let's go take a drink, water. Oh my god, okay. Whew. Where should we start? I say we start on the second panel. Getting the curve of the face just right can be difficult. I think I move her ear down a little bit. Ears are funny. They're like haha funny, but funny, you know. Get the idea. I think I'm slowly getting better at mouths. Oops. I want to move the mouth slightly. Now it looks like she's got buck teeth. Yeah, it's fine. You know what? I'm just doing too much. My ear itches. Ugh. Need to take a Q-tip to my ear. Worry about the face later. You're right. It'll be easier to draw out later. We got everything else out of place. Whatever. I'll work on it. Trying to figure out what that guy has in his hand outside. Is it beer or is it drink? Who knows? I would love to have something like an outdoor cam so that you could see what I see. But I know the internet too well to know that you cannot be trusted with it. Even with how few people watch my streams, either in person or after the fact. I'm a big advocate for online safety. Guess I always have been. A little bit overzealous about it. Probably for my own benefit. There's actually this MMORPG that I used to play with some people I knew in real life. They had like a sorry, I'm trying to get this. I can't get it just right. Anyway, I might have to erase that a minute. Better. Sorry, I know I stopped mid-sentence. So there's a game that somebody who was dating my oldest sibling was playing at the time, and tried to get me and my friends involved, and it worked. But it was an old school kind of MMORPG. Think World of Warcraft, except pixelated. I may have mentioned it before. Like pixel art. It's a game called Tibia back in the day. Great game, honestly. I did mention it in my last stream. Yeah, I remember that now. Anyway, in Tibia, I was super gung-ho about not telling anybody my real name. Because I guess it was the first MMO that I ever played. Well, if you don't count, what's the name of that game? I don't even remember. Venture Quest? Is that the name of it? Well, now I gotta look it up. Let's see. Venture Quest. Holy shit, it is. Adventure Quest. Still going today. That's crazy. Oh, wow. Okay, sorry, I'm having my mind blown. Anyway. Adventure Quest doesn't count because you never got to, like, actually talk to anybody. It was an online game, sure, but it was like in the online game of the ages of, in the age of dial-up, you know? Doesn't really count. Anyway, what was I saying? No, seriously, what was I talking about? Tibia? Oh. Super gung-ho about, not giving my name out to people. And then in the first, sorry, I need you to be disappeared. In the first MMO, that I ever played. Really didn't want to tell anybody my name because, you know, it's kind of a security risk, so to speak. But, even though, like, most of these people who are in this game in particular that try to get me to play, they knew me. Like, they knew who I was already. I was still pretty hesitant to tell people. So, like, they had people in the guild that they knew in real life, but I didn't know them. So when it came time to actually talk about, like, oh, what's your name and stuff like that, I was like, no way in hell am I letting these strangers know my real name. So I was like, you know, I'm not telling you. And of course, I'm like, you know, 12 years old. So these guys who are like early 20s, much older than me, they find it hilarious. So I'm trying to get the fingers just right. But I'm also doing it kind of yeah. Sorry, if I could just kind of draw shapes, but also include that, like, that's the whole thing. That should give the impression of fingers without having to go into too much detail. God, I keep abandoning that thought mid-sentence. Anyways, because I didn't know these guys very well, and I only knew some of them, I wouldn't give out my real name. And these, you know, teenagers and early adults found that funny. So instead of, like, being like, oh, this is Ort, you know, despite me wanting to tell anybody, they were just like, okay, fine. And they started calling me Rogers instead, after Mr. Rogers, because I was so, like, it was a very Saturday morning special of me to be like, you know, don't give your name out to strangers on the internet, kind of a thing. But that's how they ended up taking it. So they called me Rogers or Mr. Rogers for the longest time, and that just became my nickname in that group. It's a nickname I haven't thought about in a long time. You know, sometimes you get a nickname and you don't really think about it too much. And I'm an easygoing guy. I don't really care when people use nicknames. My name can be kind of difficult to pronounce in real life. My real name, anyway. So, at this point, I'll pretty much respond to anything. Something's missing. I don't like the eyes. I think this left eye is what's bugging me. Her eyes are too wide open. Maybe that's it. More than that, but less than that. I don't think the mouth is off. I like that better. I think the eye is still off though. The left eye. I think that might do it. I can live with that. All right. You know, it was supposed to rain, but it is dried up significantly outside. Wonder if the rain is coming later today. Holy shit, is it almost time? Man, I was fussing over that face for a long time. A lot longer than I intended. Let's draw a small Evelyn. Yes, it's coming along. Oh, hi! Didn't see you come in. I got really focused on drawing a tiny Evelyn. You know, to fit in with tradition, I should probably be drawing her just as the eyeglasses and not with a friendly face, but you know. Mm-hmm. Yes, excellent. Panicked there for a split second because I thought my audio was not working. She's waving. Yes, excellent. Now, how do we draw an even tinier? Oh, let's get a little bit in here. Zoom in just a tad. Perfect. There we go. Mm-hmm. Eh. Eh, it'll work. We can just reuse this from the previous page. Everybody's tiny in this page. Yes. Might go for a tad longer since somebody is here. We'll just go until we finish the line art for this page, or at least the basics of the line art. There isn't too much farther to go. Oh, you know what? Glad I don't draw feet very often, much less at small scales. Mm-hmm. Gotta get the eyes. Always look weird before you put the pupils in. Like, your expression softened significantly with that. I try to keep the backgrounds and the foregrounds separate. Let's increase the diameter of the brush just a little bit. This one's going to be the hard one. Okay, hold on. Okay. All right, looking at old pens. I gotta get my, where's my hand? All right, layer 4. It's not what I want. Can't get the right layer. There. No. God damn it. Okay. I was on the correct layer. I'm not. I'm thinking in the wrong dimensions here. Perfect. It's great. Don't change a thing. Merge down, please. Okay. All right. Oh, this is hard. All right. Okay, and what we're going to do, number one, we're going to merge those down. So those fingers are all together now. We're going to create another layer. We're going to turn it into a clipping mask. And we're going to take not quite black to that. Well, I need more of a blue, I think. Yeah, I think more of a blue. Okay, I need a background color. Hold on. Okay, that's better. We're going to switch back to this color now. Switching it to a different color is going to help it stand out a little bit. It's going to differentiate it from the color of the line art, so you can tell that she's writing on her. It's still going to be part of the line art layer, but it's going to be a slightly different color. That way you can't tell. And that looks very different. There. Not bad. We didn't get any of the background done, but we did get the main part of the line art done, and we got through the sketch layer. Not too bad for 1 day's worth of work. Or 2 hours worth of work, rather. I like it. Well done, everyone. Most likely kill you all in the morning. That's from Princess Bride. Oh, I don't know why I keep pairing those two together. I think it's because it's when he's talking about the Dread Pirate Roberts, he's saying, you know, well done, Wesley. Most likely kill you in the morning. That kind of thing. Anyway. Not bad for 1 day's worth of work. We're a lot farther than I thought we would. Not too shabby. That'll help me get a leg up on the pages for next week and the week after, which makes me feel better. Hold on. I think Tiny Evelyn might need a nose. We need small line art. There. Usually don't add a nose for when they're small like that, but I think it helps. Let's do her too. There we go. Not bad. I like it. We're doing it. Doing the thing. Cool. I think we can leave it here for the day. Thank you for joining me, people in the future, and people in the past as well. Thanks for dropping in, Nuclear Linguini. I saw you popping in and out. This one's going up on the YouTube later. Next Wednesday, I believe. So, hello, YouTube people as well. If you ever, YouTube people, if you want to catch this, oh, thank you. I know you just caught the end of it. It was bad timing, but you can always watch the replay. YouTube people, if you ever want to catch this live, all you gotta do is follow me over on Twitch, at twitch.tv/ortbox. I actually do these streams. I've been doing them once a week lately, which is great. Usually on Wednesdays, and I always do the one for the end of the month, on the last Friday of the month. But yeah, sometimes even doing it two times a week. Anyway, I will see you all next time. I hope you have a good day, and happy drawing.